Welcome back to the channel. The 1992 Australian 1 penny coin is a fascinating numismatic piece. Even though pennies were officially withdrawn from circulation nearly 3 decades earlier in 1964, this coin exists as part of collector sets produced by the Royal Australian Mint, keeping alive the memory of one of Australia's most iconic denominations. The original Australian penny was first introduced in 1911 and became a staple of the nation's currency for more than 50 years. The 1992 dated penny was not intended for everyday use, but instead struck to honor and preserve the history of pre-decimal coinage. On the obverse, the coin features the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II by Raphael Maklauf. This portrait was introduced in 1985 and used until 1998, making it instantly recognizable on many Australian coins of the late 20th century. The reverse of the 1992 penny revives George Kruger Gray's classic kangaroo design, which first appeared on Australian pennies in 1938. The bounding kangaroo remains one of the most famous and beloved designs in Australian numismatic history. Struck in bronze, the 1992 1 penny has the traditional reddish-brown appearance of earlier issues, linking it directly to the heritage of circulating pennies that were once an everyday part of Australian life. Because it was issued solely for collectors, the coin was produced with higher quality standards than normal circulation pieces. Many exist today in pristine condition, often as part of proof or mint sets released by the Royal Australian Mint. For collectors, the 1992 penny is significant because it bridges the gap between Australia's pre-decimal and decimal eras. While the nation had long since adopted cents and dollars, this coin ensured the memory of the old penny lived on. The kangaroo design continues to symbolize Australia's natural identity. By reusing the design in 1992, the Mint paid tribute not only to a coin, but also to a national emblem that remains internationally recognized. The penny denomination also holds strong nostalgic value. Older Australians who grew up before decimalization often remember using pennies for everyday purchases, making modern reissues like the 1992 coin a sentimental keepsake. Although the coin has no circulation value, its numismatic worth lies in its collectible appeal. Well-preserved examples, especially proofs, are highly sought after by enthusiasts building complete collections of Australian currency. The 1992 1 penny coin also illustrates how mints around the world use commemorative issues to keep traditions alive, blending history with modern collecting. It is a way of honoring the past while engaging new generations of coin enthusiasts. Holding a 1992 Australian penny is like holding a piece of two histories at once: the long legacy of the penny itself and the modern era of commemorative numismatics. It remains a treasured coin for anyone interested in Australia's currency story.
The 1992 penny is often described as a fantasy issue because it was never meant for circulation, yet it still bears an official date and minting. Collectors view it as a continuation of the proud history of the Australian penny. Even though its practical use had ended decades earlier, the coin also reflects the Royal Australian Mint's role in preserving national heritage. By issuing commemorative pieces like the 1992 penny, the Mint gave younger collectors a chance to connect with a denomination they had never used in everyday life. Proof versions of the coin are particularly stunning, with a mirror-like finish that highlights the fine details of the kangaroo design. These proof coins were struck with extra care, using specially prepared dies, making them true works of art. Mint set versions also exist, usually housed in protective packaging, ensuring their preservation for decades. Collectors value these sets not only for the penny, but also for the complete range of coins. Issued in 1992, for numismatists, the coin offers a conversation piece. It raises questions about the role of commemorative issues, the importance of design continuity, and the balance between nostalgia and practicality in coinage. The penny designed by George Kruger Gray remains one of the most admired in Australian numismatic history. Its simple yet powerful imagery of a bounding kangaroo captured the national character in a way that still resonates today. By 1992, Australia's decimal system had been in place for over 25 years, and yet the reissue of the penny proved that old designs continue to hold a special charm. Many collectors, who began with decimal coins, often expanded their collections to include pre-decimal issues because of coins like this. The bronze alloy of the coin ties it directly to its historical counterparts. Unlike modern steel or clad coinage, bronze coins develop rich toning over time, giving each piece a unique character. The coin also serves as a teaching tool. For younger collectors, it demonstrates how currency evolves over time and how governments use commemoratives to keep important parts of history alive. In a way, the 1990 to penny represents continuity. It connects the reign of Queen Elizabeth II with that of earlier monarchs who appeared on Australian pennies, including George V, George VI, and even Edward VIII in pattern issues. Because it was never released into general circulation, the 1990 to penny remains relatively easy to find in top condition compared to older circulated pennies. This makes it a perfect entry point for new collectors who want a taste of pre-decimal history without the challenge of locating scarce, well-worn coins. Ultimately, the 1990 to Australian 1 penny coin is far more than a collector's novelty. It is a bridge between eras, a reminder of Australia's numismatic traditions, and a piece that continues to spark interest, nostalgia, and pride among collectors and historians alike.